the power to change my ways.
God has given me the power to change my ways.
Heal the broken.
Heal the broken.
Loose the bound.
Loose the bonds.
Live welcoming to all.
Live welcoming to all.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We're so happy that you are here. Please take a moment to enter your name and your location and your intention, a short intention for our time together. We are so happy to welcome you to our Zoom celebration of the 53rd Urs of Murshid Sam. I'm Jennifer Friedman, the Executive Director for Dances of Universal Peace North America. And I'm joined today by a fabulous presentation team consisting of our board members and also members of the DUP Next Generation Council. And I'd like to just say a big thank you to everyone who's been involved. And I'd like to say their names, and hopefully I will not forget anyone. So first I want to thank DUP North America Vice President Tajali Tolan, who will share tonight. Also our board secretary, Wakil David Matthews. Our special projects coordinator, Hayat Bain. And members of our DUP Next Generation Council, Jehan, Mary Hoyer, Gaby Fernandez, and also Conie Borchardt, who's going to be joining us just a little bit late. So I don't think Conie is here right now to wave to everyone, even though I know you're looking at me.
She is.
To wave in her little box. So we're just so happy again that you've joined us, and we have a really rich and deep program for you this evening. We think it'll be about 60 to 75 minutes. And for those who'd like to stay on afterwards, we'll have a social time in the breakout rooms if there are enough people who'd like to do that. And we'll gather in small groups and just share with each other and make connection and touch into why and how the dances have been such a meaningful part of our lives. So before we begin, just like most all of our gatherings all over the world, we will share the invocation together. Before we do that, I would like to just offer a reading from this booklet that I found. A dear friend, a dance friend, offered me some of her kind of archive of dance materials, and this was one of the pieces that she gifted me. My dear friend Uli. I would just like to read the beginning part because it sets up the scene for our dance circles and for offering the invocation together. And I believe this accompanied a record. So I believe it did because Jehan held it up earlier. So I do not have the record, but I have this beautiful booklet. Thank you, Jehan. Within the castle-like walls of Scott Hall, the big round tower of the Presbyterian Seminary, which overlooks San Anselmo, the hub of Marin County, a voice rings out loud and clear. Now everyone, form a circle. Not everyone has arrived yet, but a few of the youthful ex-hippies begin to link hands. Others there for the first time are still gaping around after drifting in and looking confused. The voice rings again. I said, everyone, form a circle. After the second ringing command, the circle is rapidly formed. The leader of the meeting is Murshid Samuel Lewis, a spiritual teacher in the Sufi tradition, who is introducing his audience of young seekers to the dances of universal peace. In a few moments, Murshid formally opens the meeting, asking everyone to recite the Sufi invocation. So first, I'd like to welcome Gaby to share the invocation in Espanol, and then Tajali and I will share in English and in sign language.
Hacia el uno. La perfección del amor, la armonía y la belleza. El único ser unido a todas las almas iluminadas que forman la manifestación del Maestro, el Espíritu Guía.
Gracias. Again, feeling the connection of hearts. Our family, our dance family, and breathing in together. Toward the one. The perfection of love, harmony, and beauty. The only being. United with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. Amen.
Amen.
I'd like to welcome Tajali.
Hello, everyone. You know what I'm going to do, and I'm going to invite you all to do, is put us on gallery and look at everyone. It's 53 years ago on the 15th that our beautiful Murshid Sam transcended the earth plane after giving such an incredible life to peace. I could talk for hours of the stories that I've heard about this beautiful human. I'm trying to figure out how to put myself in the center. And I remember the first time that I saw interlocking circles in the co-op in Madison, Wisconsin in 1991. And they were offering a dance on December 4th. And I went, and I never stopped going. It was a place where everyone was welcome. I had been looking for a while. Where's the table where everybody can come to? And I found it in the dances. And I want to share a song that is one of Sam's songs, a very simple one, but it's the peace greeting dance, Assalamu alaikum. just as a welcoming. And I invite you to put yourself back on gallery and sing with me. I'm sure you know it. Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you. And la ilaha illallah is how it goes. There is no separation. And just as from that moment that I walked in and I was welcomed in that circle, and then thousands of circles since that time, there's always this welcoming space. Live welcoming to all. So, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, La ilaha illallah. If you want to put your hands up and imagine you're taking the hands of somebody. This is the partner dance, and you will lift your arms with the assalamu alaikum, you bow. So assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Turning past your partner to the next one. La ilaha illallah. Let's do that 3 more times. Live welcoming to all. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, la ilaha illallah. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, la ilaha illallah. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, la ilaha illallah. Bringing yourself back into this moment, knowing that we are joined in the hearts of all the beloveds here and worldwide. I'm going to bring us through, lead us through a breath practice. This is one of my favorites from Murshid Sam. You can close your eyes or let your eyes rest. Find yourself lengthening your spine, maybe rolling your shoulders up and down. Murshid Sam said, the breath is an absolute, profound, and pure way of communication from all planes of existence to all other planes. So in this moment, I invite you to connect with your breathing and just notice your breath moving in and out of your body. You might feel the cool air as it moves in through your nose and feel the warm temperature as it leaves. I invite you to take a long breath and be conscious that you're taking in a long breath. Now take a short breath and be conscious that you are taking a short breath. Now take a heavy breath and be conscious that you are taking in a heavy breath. Now breathe in a light breath and be conscious that your breath is light. Breathe in now a refined breath, as refined a breath without any sound. Now breathe in all the love that you are capable of breathing in. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Now breathe in all the joy that you can possibly breathe in. Breathe in joy and breathe out joy. Breathe in now all the peace that you can possibly breathe in. Breathe in peace. Let it fill your heart. And breathe out peace. And breathe in peace, the peace from the one heart, the oneness of all of us. And fill the room that you are in with peace as you breathe out. Breathing in peace. Breathe out peace and fill your community with peace. Breathe in peace and breathe out peace, filling the space within this Zoom celebration. All the people who are here are giving and receiving peace. Breathe in peace. Breathe out peace, sending that peace to anywhere in the world that needs peace. Breathe in peace. Breathe out peace, filling the earth with peace. Breathing in peace, breathing out peace. Feeling the communion, the giving and receiving that is continuously orchestrated within our hearts, within every cell, within every being, with every creature, with all the elements. Amen. Thank you. I now pass the beloved hand to Nur Jehan.
Thank you for that tender meditation. I'm going to offer you a song from Murshid Sam with a little added poetry. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramo Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramo. Of course, sing along if you feel called. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramo 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramo. Happy to live am I, that the sky is blue. Happy for country lanes in the drop of dew. After the sun, the rain. After the rain, the sun. This is the way of life, till our work be done. All that we need to do, be we low or high, is to see that we grow nearer the sky. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramo 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. I lovingly pass the hands on over to Mary.
Thank you, Jehan. That was beautiful. I'm going to share a reading from the Book of Peace by Murshid Sam. This is Series 1, Lesson 6. The Bible teaches that sometime there will be no more war. But where will there be war no more? In Mount Zion. And where is Mount Zion? Mount Zion is the abode of the Lord in the promised land. And where is the promised land? It can be found in the heart of man. Until man makes peace with God in his heart, there can be no peace. Many have striven to bring about peace on earth. It is well that they do this, for thinking peace is one of the means of achieving peace. But besides that, one must know that peace is unity, and unity is to be found only in the heart. Many suppose that the mind of man, if cultivated, will secure peace. There is some truth in this. The question is, how should it be cultivated? If the mind continues to think differences, it tends to create and preserve differences. Just as if it continues to think peace, it brings peace nearer to hand. As it is natural for the mind to analyze and divide, often quite unconsciously, the mind makes distinctions and differences containing the seeds of war. Intuition is thought force guided by divine will. This flows through the heart and then touches the mind. No intuition can contradict that of another person, nor can one's intuition be opposed in meaning to that of another person. Therefore, nothing so much as cultivation of intuition tends to produce unity and harmony. It is not that God is cruel or despotic that peace may not come to earth. It is that the nature of peace is not generally understood. Nafs is to enable God to touch life on the outside. But nafs, being the spirit of agitation, causes disharmony and commotion. Peace on the earth is not impossible, but peace on the earth plane is dependent upon peace of mind, just as war on the earth plane results from mind making differences. The mind may be influenced by the heart from within, and when it responds, it may be called the mind of Christ. This is the mind in harmony with the heart. In other words, at peace with itself. One does not fully experience peace until one has touched the plane of Jabrut, realizing something of divine harmony. That is the purpose of zikr and other similar spiritual practices. Not only does peace with oneself come from peace with God, but peace with another arises from the same source. Therefore, the adept cultivates love for God. As soon as there is love for other than God in the heart, there is division there. When there is division in the heart, there is unrest in the heart. And when there is unrest, there is both division and unrest in the mind. The practice of spiritual concentration brings peace to the mind through control by the will. The great difference between heart at peace and mind at peace is that heart has but one love at a time, while mind has many objects of attraction. In the spiritual condition, one sees the divine forces and divine attributes in every thought or thing or circumstance. This is the ideal state of mind. Thus, peace in heart, unity in heart, becomes a contagious influence which broadens the horizon of the mind, including everything in a magnificent unity. Then there is music in thought, and this makes possible peace on earth. It does not take very many people to bring peace to earth. Even a few can help very much. Nirvana is not escape from sorrow by escape from experience, but the meeting and experience without pain, sorrow, or confusion. No doubt, peace is first felt in the heart, but it is not enough for man to touch the threshold of Allah. Man must also bring that peace of God here. Indifference, insight, and a lofty spirit are of the greatest benefit in this accomplishment. Peace upon earth is always possible, but the best way to touch peace is in its abode. There is no war where every man has his vine and fig tree. That is, he enjoys the fruits of all his experiences without pain, and there the light of God shines day and night in one constant outpouring of the divine spirit. I now pass the floor to Conie.
Thanks, Mary. I'm going to read a little from In the Garden and lead us in a dance based on this. We'll conclude it, and then Jehan will have a response, and then we'll dance it again. In the words of Sam. I feel like a gardener who planted a bunch of seeds and nothing came up. And again, the next year he planted a bunch more seeds and nothing came up. And again, the next year, more seeds with the same result, and so on and on and on. And then this year, he planted a bunch of seeds. Not only did they all come up, but all the seeds from the previous year came up, and all the seeds from the year before, and so on. So I've just been frantically running around trying to harvest all the seeds until Allah came to me and said, "Don't worry, harvest what you can and leave the rest to me." The dance I'm going to share is, the tune is by Anahata Irida, and I think the movements are a collaboration with them and a Portuguese person, of which that name is not on the tip of my tongue, but it goes like this. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. Then all the seeds came up together. Then all the seeds came up together. And the voice of God said, harvest what you can and leave the rest to me. There's a lot of repeats in here in a little building, so I hope you're able to jump along on in, friends. Do, 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 do. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. Then all the seeds came up together. Look at you all. Then all the seeds came up together. And the voice of God said, harvest what you can and leave the rest to me. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. Then all the seeds came up together. Then all the seeds came up together. And the voice of God said, harvest what you can and leave the rest to me. One more time. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. Then all the seeds came up together. Look at you all, oh my God. Then all the seeds came up together. And the voice of God said, harvest what you can and leave the rest to me.
For Real, words by Joe Miller from In the Garden about Sam. Sam planted a lot of seeds, and he's had a lot of marvelous results. The work in Jerusalem, the Sufi choir. This book were all started by a little guy about whom, if you had seen him on the street, you would have said, I don't know exactly what to make of this guy. He's a crackpot or a fanatic, or he's nuts. Actually, he was a combination of all three, because in Sufism, he'd be called a madzhab. Madzhabs will not conform to any particular pattern and will continue to be eclectic in what they give to people and what they put out to help people live. And Sam was such a person. He struck a note that was not Sufism from some other land, but Sufism became the flavor of the good earth here in the United States itself. It's an important thing. The important thing is that it's the flavor of what the people are here, what they'll put up with, what they won't put up with. And it's honest, straightforward. And if it was necessary to kick them and push them around, he'd kick them and push them around. But he was for real. I can remember when I would meet him occasionally, maybe he was in such a hurry to do something for his kids, his disciples, that he had about a third of his face shaved, and maybe on the other side, he made one swipe with the safety razor, and he'd come running down the street with his thick glasses on, looking like a little beetle or something. But heart, oh wow. The joint was filled with heart. He helped people. I remember Sam came to the Theosophical Society one day, and he was going to do one of his new dances. He was going to do a fancy dance. The lady who was running the society at the time said, you know, I didn't know if I'd better let dear Sam do the dance or not, because I was afraid he was going to lose his pants. Sam didn't care what he lost or when he lost it, as long as he was pushing the fact of love, harmony, and beauty. He was a true Sufi. I don't care what they think. The other thing I would like to have you understand about Sufi is that the Sufis don't have to use exactly the same pattern. There is nothing of the dogma or a creed connected with genuine Sufism. The Murshids and the peers enlighten their pupils, and when they expand and learn from heart to heart and start living it, then each of them may have a different way to give out this message of heart, which is always there. This baraka, if you will, which is called grace in most of our Christian works. The baraka is the important thing. He was down to earth person. He wouldn't give you any fancy trip on a nice pink cloud. No, rather than do that, he would kick you and say, "Now what's the matter with you? Come off your high horse and look at things the way they really are. See things around you as they really are. See them that way and realize you're at one with the one, and radiate love to everybody. But no hooks on that love, nothing taken back. Just let it flow."
He planted seeds and then nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. Then all the seeds came up together. Then all the seeds came up together. And the voice of God said, "Harvest what you can and leave the rest to me." One more time, friends. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. I planted seeds, but nothing came up. Then all the seeds came up together. Look at you, beautiful ones. Then all the seeds came up together. And the voice of God said, "Harvest what you can and leave the rest to me." Friends, I'm feeling kind of spontaneous and would like to do that last part of "And God said" with folks who are willing to turn on their mics, and it'll be a little chaotic, but I think Sam would enjoy that. Turn on your microphones and we'll sing and the voice of God. And the voice of God said, "Harvest what you can, leave the rest to me." Thank you, friends. And pass this back to Tajali.
I'm certain Murshid and Sam did not conceive that we would be sharing the message of peace on the internet, through the airwaves. Like, I don't even know if computers they were probably happening back then, but wow, it really begs the question. I think when I was reading through the material, it's like when Sam left this earth plane, he had 50 dances in his satchel. And now there's over 1,000 or more, and the dances are worldwide. And this inspiration for our gathering today, God has given me the power to change my ways. When I heard that this was our inspiration, somebody came up and I said, "Yes, I love this dance and this song." And I asked, are we going to teach it? Because, and I'll tell you why, this was a dance that I learned from Sadi many, many, many years ago in Madison. And I think it was Imam, oh, I'm not going to remember his last name. Gosh, forgive me. He's an imam who works in the state penitentiary over in California. He came and he was talking to us about how he shared practices with the people who are inside. And I, like all of you, we get inspired like, well, where can we go where we can share a little peace? And one of our community members worked in a prison near Madison, and we talked, and I found that I was, thank you, Iman Hyde, thank you, Hayat. And so it was Saladin and myself, and we were very excited to bring the dances in, and I came with my musicians, my guitar. I had musicians, and I had my guitar, and I had my drum, and probably some shakers, and we got to the door, and we were disrobed of our musicians. Not our musicians, our musical instruments, and not able to bring them in. And that's okay. We went in. It was really stark for me. I remember that first experience. And God Has Given Me the Power was one of the first dances that I wanted to lead. And that came out of my mouth. And Saladin said, you can't lead that dance. You can't hold hands with them. And I said, why not? Alastu biwa bikum. So that dance was led there, and I think I modified it just a tiny bit, like we do when we're on Zoom. But what happened, there were 40 men there, all but one danced. Of course, you can opt out, and the men loved it. They held hands. It was inspiring for me to see what happened during that time. And the person sitting down afterwards came to me crying, saying, thank you. And that's the practice of these dances. We don't know how they are going to spread. We don't know who they are going to affect or how they're going to affect, but they do. And after I sing this song with you all and share the movements, and we end today, you're it. You're the ones we have been waiting for in the world. You're bringing it out. So, God has given me the power to change my ways. God has given me the power to change my ways. Heal the broken, loose the bounds, live welcoming to all. Live welcoming to all. Live welcoming to all. Okay. In case you want to dance, there's a funky little movement that Sadi, I forgot to share it. These words are from Merkeld Magdeburg from Germany. I think 15th century, somewhere around here, inspirational. God has given me the power, and so you can't really see my feet, but it's a left crossover. God has given me the power to change my ways. God, that's really not working so well. You guys can't see me at all. Well, I'll just direct it. Cross your left foot over. God has given me the power to change my ways. God has given me the power to change my ways. Heal the broken, loose the bounds, live welcoming to all. Live welcoming to all. Live welcoming to all. So that last part, if you ever choose to lead that dance, is a partner, and you have 3 partners. So I'm going to do it a couple of times. I'm going to sit in my chair as I'm recovering from a little bronchitis, but do the hand motions. So heal the broken, loose the bounds. It's sign language for freedom. So God has given me the power to change my ways. God has given me the power to change my ways. Heal the broken, loose the bounds, live welcoming to all. Live welcoming to all. Live welcoming to all. God has given me the power to change my ways. God has given me the power to change my ways. Heal the broken, loose the bounds, live welcoming to all. Live welcoming to all. Live welcoming to all. May we always feel that living welcoming to all in our own hearts. Amen. And carrying on the baton of peace to Anna, Gaby.
Hello, dear family. Good evening. I want to share with you a song I learned in a sister's monastery in Vietnam. I had the opportunity to travel with the caravan, and we were in a temple with the land of Thich Nhat Hanh, and I love this song, and I want to share with you. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid as a mountain. I am filled as the air. I am free. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am water reflecting what is real, what is true. And I feel there is space deep inside of me. I am free, I am free, I am free. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid as a mountain. I am firm as the earth. I am free. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am water reflecting what is real, what is true. And I feel there is space deep inside of me. I am free, I am free, I am free. Thank you. And I pass the micro to Christy, Hayat.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to honor Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., today on his day that was made a federal holiday a few years ago. I wanted to say something about something with his words and then to offer a reading. So I'll tell you who that's by in just a moment. We have inherited a large house, a great world house in which we have to live together, black and white, Easterner and Westerner, Gentile and Jew, Catholic and Protestant, Muslim and Hindu, a family unduly separated in ideas, culture, and interest, who, because we can never again live apart, must learn somehow to live with each other in peace. Let's close our eyes for a moment and just feel into that. We have inherited a large house, and we can never again live apart, so we must learn somehow to live with each other in peace. And then I wanted to offer a reading from Ruth King's book, Mindful of Race, which may be hard to get in focus here, but in any case, Transforming Racism from the Inside Out. It's an incredible book, and I encourage everyone to get a copy or borrow it from the library, because there's a lot of wisdom and gems in here. So this is more of a meditation. So I invite you to join me in just being very present with these words. May we understand and transform racial habits of harm. May we remember that we belong to each other. May we grow in our awareness that what we do can help or hinder racial well-being. May our thoughts and actions reflect the world we want to live in and leave behind. May we heal the seeds of separation inherited from our ancestors in gratitude for this life. May all beings, without exception, benefit from our growing awareness. May our thoughts and actions be ceremonies of well-being for all races. May we honor being diverse racial beings among the human race and beyond race. May we meet the racial cries of the world with as much wisdom and grace as we can muster. And I would add, may we meet all the cries of the world with as much wisdom and grace as we can muster. Just breathe that in. So this is in honor of MLK Day today and the National Day of Racial Healing, which is tomorrow. May it be so. Amen, amen, amen.
Thank you so much, Hayat. Always important to honor the Reverend Doctor on his day, and being very auspicious today with Murshid Sam's Urs. So we are going to close our gathering this evening, as we do for many of our dance circles. And I look a little pixelated here, I can see, but we all know the song. And I'm going to sing through the kalima twice. And I'm hoping you can hear me. I did raise my volume. I received a lot of feedback that I was very quiet. So I'll sing through the kalima twice, and then we'll be passing off to members of the Next Generation Council, and we'll take it from there. And we're doing what we've kind of started as a little tradition that happened last year at our Urs gathering, what we're calling the collaborative kalima. So you'll see people join on the screen, and of course you're invited to sing and dance with us.
La ilaha illallah. La ilaha
Rasulela. La ilaha illallahu, la ilaha illallahu, la ilaha illallahu, Hamidah Rasulullah Muhammadah Rasulullah. Gaby. La ilaha illallahu, la ilaha illallahu, la ilaha illallahu, Muhammadan Rasulullah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah, Muhammadan Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. I invite you to move to gallery view. Last time. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallahu, la ilaha illallah, and unmuting yourself. La ilaha
La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
Allah, la ilaha
Illallahu. La ilaha illallah.
la ilaha Sending out all the peace, all the love, all the kindness, all the compassion to every single being in this world in need, which is all of us. And taking a deep breath in together. And feeling that spirit, that energy of our ancestor, our spiritual ancestor, Murshid Sam, breathing him in to our beings and sending this who out into the world. So happy that you could join us, everyone.
Thank you.
So much, our beloved dance family. We're very blessed. So blessed. Thank you, Murshid Sam.
Yashakurala.
It was so much fun. Thank you. All right. So we're going to sing May All Beings Be Well, the Joe Miller version. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace, peace, peace. And let's offer it again, completely heart-centered, out to the entire world, wherever it's needed, which is everywhere. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace, peace, peace. Amen. Blessings to all. Thank you so much for being with us.
We welcome you to stay on and share